How's everybody doing today? I am Tracy and I am the seasoned parent. As you can see, I am driving. Checking in on everybody. Wanted to see how the school year has started for my single parents. Wanted to check and see what you've been dealing with. Have you run into any issues here since the school year began? Today is Sunday, August the 24th. I live in Northeast Ohio. Most schools have started like tomorrow, or this upcoming week is probably it for school starting in Northeast Ohio. Most schools have started by this date today, August 24th. Okay? So I know the beginning of the school year can be very stressful, extremely stressful, okay? So I'm checking in with you all to see how you're doing. It would be good for you all to share in the comments, what have you dealt with thus far since the school year has started, okay? What have you dealt with? Share with me also. I would really like to know what grades your kids are entering this year. I can give you some tips based on the grades as far as what they may encounter on a mental health level or even on the educational level. I did work in the local school systems for almost 20 years, okay? So just checking in with you all to see what's going on and how the school year is starting. I have some questions. Want to know, what issues are you running into? Are you running into things dealing with the school lunches? Are you already dealing with behavior issues? I'd really like to talk about some of those things. Some people may say, well, maybe it's a little early for behavior issues. No, it's not. Your kid's been out all summer. Now, all of a sudden, I'm looking back and forth because, as you know, if you're driving, you got to watch traffic. So, yeah, coming off of summer, especially if you all had a nice summer, you were really able to do some great things with your kids. Going back to school is probably like the last thing they wanted to do, okay? So that's something, you know, as kids, you know, you just want to share with your children on an ongoing basis that school is needed, okay? School is needed. They just have to be committed to, we want to start with the first level, and that is finishing their school career, their K-12 career. So the high school diploma is definitely what should be in their vision or on their vision board, if you want to say kids have a vision board. So just pump them up with the fact that, you know, they're going to be able to do more things in life if they are educated, okay? They're going to be able to get further if they're educated. I'm not necessarily going to harp on to going to college after they finish with K-12. Plenty of people have dropped out of school, and they some of the people that you know now. You listen to some of their music. You have been, what should I say, buying some of their products. They sell products. A lot of people have not finished school. That did not finish in school, did not keep them, I'm trying to get my car straight, finishing school did not keep them for what they wanted to do, okay? It did not keep them from that. All right? So, I'm up here at a drugstore. Only see myself and one other car in the parking lot. I'm trying to wonder, did the store close? Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute. So you want to pump your kids up with, you know, finishing school is going to be something that's very, very, very needed for them, okay? When you taping these videos, you're trying to figure out what side should you look at, okay? If I look at this little green dot, you probably think I'm looking right at you, but I feel like I'm looking at the little corner of my phone. But, yeah, I remember, you know, when my children were starting the school year, it is a time where you like, wow, we got to make sure we have enough. Well, for a while, they were involved in schools that required a uniform. So for a parent, for the kids, I know that's a big downer. They have to depend on having that hair done and those shoes on because everybody was dressed the same. But for a parent, having a uniform is a blessing. I get 5 or 6 tops 6 or 7 bottoms, 2-3 good pairs of shoes. That's it. Make sure the hair is done. Make sure the hair is cut. Okay? But, yeah, so clothes, in my opinion, going to a school where kids wear a uniform, it cuts down on a lot of mental stress for your children. You know, I got to wear these same 2 pairs of pants, this shirt, whatever. I don't have the J's. I don't have the this or the that. You know, Balenciaga boots, whatever the kids are wearing now. I don't have all the same little stuff to be worried about. If they're in a school where they wear a uniform, your kids don't have to worry about that. It's a big worry off of them. I think it's a great thing when uniforms are involved, right? I think it's a great thing. But for the parents who are going to schools that do not require uniform, that's a big chunk out of your budget. That's a big chunk out of your budget. All right, looks like I'm back on the road again. I see the second person has approached the doors. And I should use my backup camera. Okay. The second person has approached the doors and they did not open. So the store must be closed for some unforeseen reason, because the store that I attempted to go into weekly, they close at 10 o'clock. So it's about dusk here now. So I'm going to keep driving, trying to get what I need to get. Alrighty. So that's that. Having to worry about clothes and hairdos and haircuts. That's a lot for a single parent, okay? So I don't want you to get yourself in a bunch. It's the first week, first day for some of you all might be tomorrow on August 25th. It might be your first day, okay? I'm gonna try to get this video posted tonight. But, yeah, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can only do what you can do, okay? When you start worrying about things that you cannot control, things that are out of your means, you're going to put yourself through a lot of mental stress that's unnecessary. Are your kids clean? Okay? Is their hair cut? Is the girl's hair done? Do they have a decent backpack, even if it's the one from last year? If it's not torn up, if the zippers work, use it, okay? Use it. I want you to, mentally, you're going to have to get out of your own head and get out of your own way. Are my kids clean? Were they fed? If not, you know, school is offering, for most schools, they're still offering meals, okay? So, start the school year off with less stress. It's only so much you can do. Don't worry about it, okay? Do whatever it is that you can. All right? Do what you can do and leave it. Okay? Do what you can do and leave it. All right? Next, I want to give you some tips on having your kids prepared for the school year. It's very important if you're able to. If you can't get a full meal in the morning, they want to grab a cereal bar, they want to grab something. I know a lot of kids in the school systems think that the school that's offered is nasty. Right? Okay. I don't eat this, I don't eat that. The thing is, we got to eat something though. The kids gonna be irritable in school. They're not gonna want to listen to nothing the teacher's saying if they're starving, okay? So if you know your kid's a picky eater, you're probably gonna have to pre-plan a little bit more than somebody whose kid is not a picky eater, okay? All right, I'm sitting up here trying to figure out which way do I go, which way do I go? All right, I'm gonna go to the left here to go to another store to see what I can find. Alrighty. So, you're gonna want to, you have to excuse my little video is shaking, but hey, we got some bumpy streets here that need to be repaired. But, so, make sure they got something to eat. Make sure they got something to eat. Number 2, you wanna make sure that they get enough sleep. Okay? It's going to take taking the phones, pulling the video games. If your kids do not get enough sleep at night, again, irritable. They're not going to want to listen to nothing Mr. or Miss So-and-so is trying to have. Nothing that they're talking about. Your kids are not going to be interested if they're sleeping. Okay? now at the beginning of the school year is a good time to set goals as far as grades, okay? I'm gonna let my windows up. I want to make sure you can hear me well. As far as grades are concerned, okay? We want to make sure we get good grades, so we want to set goals, okay? We want to set goals on the grades that the kids are trying to attain this school year, okay? Set the goals. Set the goals on what you want to do, all right? Set goals. Explain to your children the importance of goal setting. Goal setting gives them something to work towards. We're not just going to school for nothing. Are we working towards getting a higher allowance if we get better grades? If your kids are in high school, are they working towards getting great GPAs so they can get into some great universities, okay? You want to make sure that we have some goal setting. What did I say? Sleeping, eating, goal setting. Okay, number 4. We want to make sure that if we have homework, I know school can be grueling for some kids. It can be grueling. Some kids actually enjoy school. Some don't. They go on because they know they have to go. If that's the case, you might want to give them an hour or so break. An hour or so break when they get home. Set a timer. Have them set a timer on their phone. After that homework needs to be done. You need to start working on the homework, okay? Work on the homework. As the later and later it gets, the kids are not going to be wanting to be bothered with that homework. They're probably going to be trying to get a shower, bath, and maybe have some enjoyable entertainment time before it's time to go to bed, okay? So getting that homework done is pertinent. That was 4 things, getting the homework done, okay? And depending on the age of your children, you may want to start taking a look at who are the friends that they are involved with. Who are the friends? When kids are younger, you can control that a little bit more. As they get older, you really want to take a look at the friends. The friends, sad to say, they might be bad influences on your children. You got to protect your children as much as you can, so that's going to include the friend group, okay? In this video, I want to try to give you some advice, some encouragement at the beginning of the school year. It's only the beginning. You got 9 months of school to go. Do not get down on yourself. Don't do it, okay? Do not get down on yourself, all right? Stay upbeat. Remember, I am Tracy, and I am the seasoned parent. Under this video, any questions that you have, please put the questions under the video, okay? You all have a great night while I get out of here and run into the store. As you all can tell with the scenery going past, it is getting dusk here. I see I have a little glare going on with some headlights behind me. But I am the seasoned parent. You all take care. Have a great beginning of the school year. Bye.